Hello, welcome to my art show. I'm going to wait for people to join, but thanks for watching or joining. My name's Arella, as you know, and I am so excited to show you some of my newer artworks and to show you some of the prints and gifts that I have too, since it's holiday time. And hi, Kathy. Thanks for joining. So first I'm gonna, while I wait for people to join, I want to show you the print that I'm going to give away to someone today. This piece, this print is called, oh, I've got some feedback. Just a sec. Hold on. Oh, I've got some feedback. Okay. So, yeah, this print I'm going to give away at the end of today, and it's called Bird in Paradise, and it really embodies the joy that I've discovered that I really want to express. Hi, Julie. Thank you guys for joining. Yeah, so this is the print that I'm going to give away, Julie, at the end of today. And to a random person who's interested at the end, just whoever can stay till the end, I'm going to ask you to put your name in the chat. Thank you, Kathy. Yeah, it's a large piece that's at a gallery, the original still available local to LA, where I live. And it's a mixed media piece with so many different marks, and she is, this is my view of paradise. Hi, Emily. Joy. That's great, Julie. Yeah. So I'm going to give that away at the end of today. And while I'm waiting to see who else is going to join, you may have seen this, but I am publishing a book. And so I know it shows up upside down to you, but so I'll tell you, it's called A Creative Path Through Breast Cancer, My Story in Collage and Poetry. And it's coming out really soon. Probably it could be tomorrow or the next day that I'm going to be sending a post or a message to you that that it's out. It's going to be an ebook and a paperback on Amazon, and it's about my experience when I had breast cancer, early stage. Luckily, found a lump in 2013 and 14, and my experience with treatment and how I really used art to help me, to give me emotional support going through it and getting through it. And so it's a collection of art that came out of that. It's about 7 collages and 1 painting and a poem that goes along with each one that I wrote that expresses a different phase of the treatment and the struggle of that time and having a 6-month-old baby, and then also what kind of things that I realized at the end. So art really helped me make meaning out of it, really, which to me made it purposeful and healing. And I have a background as an art therapist, so that's probably kind of why I, saw it that way and decided to use art that way for myself. So anyway, I wanted to show that with you again, and just in case you hadn't seen it. And can you guys, is the sound okay? It's good? Okay. All right. So there's a link that goes along with this show, and so it's at my website. It's at arellatomlinsonart.com. Hi, Monica. Thanks for joining. Thanks, Emily. So I was just saying, Monica and Emily, that I'm giving away a print at the end of the show, if you happen to be able to stay. till the end. I'm giving away this print to someone randomly who's there at the end who wants it, the Bird in Paradise. And so I was just saying that there's a web page on my site that goes along with today, the pieces that I wanted to show you. And it's a page where they're actually all for sale. You can click buy and buy them today if you wanted to, or it'll be up for a while. So it's ArellaTomlinsonArt.com, and I put it in the description of the event, and it's ArellaTomlinsonArt.com. And then once you get there, go to the little the line menu at the top on the right or the left, depending what device you're using, and go to Live Art Show. And so then you'll know you're there if you see this. It's kind of a different page that just has a select grouping of things that I wanted to show you today. So ArellaTomlinsonArt.com, and then in the menu, go to Live Art Show. So, okay, so the first thing I wanted to show you guys, I lost my page. Hold on one second. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to show you is this painting. This painting called Rise, because it's just so popular. And I just love it so much too. This is actually not the original. I'll step back so you can see it a little better. My sister Autumn bought the original last year, but this is a very, very nice canvas print of it. Let me know if you're not able to get to that page that I was saying. It's not actually listed on that page, but a smaller print of it is. Hi Martha, thanks for joining. So yeah, if you go to ArellaTomlinsonArt.com and then click on the menu and then select where it says shop prints, shop originals, and instead you can select Live Art Show. It has like a grouping of what I'm going to show you today. And so yeah, the first one is a print of Rise. So this is the bigger one, just because you'll be able to see it better. And now let me show you the one that I'm offering. Hi, Leslie. Thank you. Thanks, Leslie. Yeah, so this is the one I'm offering today as part of this, special grouping for the show that is on sale for the Black Friday, my Black Friday sale, where everything is 40% off on my site. So if there's anything you've had your eye on or that you like that you see today, on that page, ArellaTomlinsonArt.com, if you go to the Live Art Show, you can just click Buy Now if you're interested in anything. So this is the very nice archival giclée print, archival inks on smooth fine art paper. And this one has a styrene backing to it. I really like that. It's just much easier to handle, and I think you can actually mount them and hang them like this if you wanted to, but you can get it framed. And so this piece, if you see it on the site, I'll just mention the kind of, it's usually $109, but today for the Black Friday sale, it's $65. So yeah. And the first two, if anyone wants to purchase, the first two will be signed. So yeah. Oh, Anne-Marie, thank you for joining. You have it on your clinic wall. Oh, that's awesome. That's so great. Yeah, I just love this one. So it's, for anyone who just joined, you probably didn't hear me talk about my book briefly, but I wanted to share this one first just because I included this in my book that's coming out as the last piece of artwork that I felt really embodies just coming out of the experience of having breast cancer in 2014 and using art to get through that, and then just how I felt, you know, when I started to go back to work and my son go back to school, start school and get my hair back, and just feeling, you know, less scared and all that. It felt a sense of triumph that I associate with this piece. So yeah, where she's floating, you know, is she on the mountains? Is she floating on the mountains? Is it the water? And yeah, so that's a piece that Anne Marie was saying that she has. So anyway, the map that is behind it, hidden in there, where you can see the lines of the map, is from Death Valley, California, and it's a really, really good print. Hi, Julie. Thank you. I'm a thriver. Yes. Yeah. So you can see, you know, these lines of Death Valley, and I like that because it's like, you know, rebirth, like death to life, and it just was so positive to me. So yeah. So that one is Rise, and the Rise print, which is number 1. And the second one I wanted to show you that I did recently, most recently, is In the Stream, and it's behind me. This one here that's teal, and it's kind of started a whole teal phase for me where I'm just craving. I don't know the model that I used for this piece, but I just wanted to express serenity and peace and her being in that state and finding that absolute peace that a lot of my art is about. And it's also she's juxtaposed on the map, which is, I don't know, I just find it very interesting. It's of our area, in the area I live in Southern California and Los Angeles. So where I am right now is actually Monrovia, right here, and on her arm, her elbow. And Pasadena, you might be able to see right there. And so she is, you know, also like the other woman, she's kind of floating in a space where it could be either the water, or the green water, or the garden. I'm getting into metaphors around my garden recently. These are the San Gabriel Mountains up here, and the thing I said I was going to tell you that I hadn't told anyone before is, I think one of the inspirations for this piece. Well, thank you, Monica. Hi, Denise. Thanks for joining. So Denise and hi, Lydia. Oh yeah, thanks for joining. Okay, so Denise and anyone who joined, since I said that there's a link if you want to follow along with the art show today, and it's showing each piece, and it's at ArellaTomlinsonArt.com, and it's then you go to the menu and select Live Art Show at the top. And so that's the list I'm going down with, number 2, and showing you this one called In the Stream. And so partially it was inspired by my father-in-law, who some of you know, Tom Tomlinson. He is one of the things he's an expert in is the history of Southern California trout and steelhead trout, which are similar as rainbow trout. And so I wanted this figures suit here to look like a rainbow trout. So yeah, so that's what I wanted to tell you. And also that there's a lot of rivers, local rivers hidden in the map here. Well, here's Tujunga Canyon, Mill Canyon, Millard Canyon, and but the small lines, there's some rivers hidden in there. So that was part of what I was interested in is the fish and the rivers, and just the idea of, I guess, kind of floating the way salmon do, and I think trout do as well, where they float towards they swim towards the place that they were born, or the place that they want to spawn, or it's one and the same. So just the idea of moving towards your homeland, or where you are supposed to be. So, yeah. Any questions? Okay. You're welcome to ask any questions if you want. You can also put in the chat where you're from. Some of you might know each other. Thanks, Julie. Yeah, and so that one is oil on top of mixed media with acrylics and collage. So I often do that. I will start a painting with collage and then use acrylics for the underpainting, and then all kinds of mark making, markers, and art crayons, and then finish it with oils. So that one, which is usually $14.30, is about $8.50 today with free shipping. And then the next one I want to show you that I did recently is, oh, thanks, Julie. Yeah, Madison, Wisconsin. So, okay, you have a question. So how do you determine which map to use with each image? Oh, that's a very good question. I think that it's an evolving thing. I think in some pieces of mine it works better than others, honestly. But I try to, at the start, you know, I'm selecting like a place that I'm drawn to, and researching and finding a map that I like aesthetically. And I really like sometimes to find vintage maps, like the map that's underneath here, and I feel like I might do more different pieces and different figures, or maybe other things besides figures with this map, because it was a map from 1910, and I just love the type on it, and just kind of being aware of some of things that were named differently than they are now on the 1910 map. And then, so it's like having a craving for a certain place, and then at the same time, a certain, you know, going through images, thousands of images of people that are available for me to use, and finding an image of a person that really resonates with me. And then if it's a tree or something else that I'm doing, then it's similar, like where the personality is expressing what I want to express. Thanks so much for coming, Denise. Yeah, thank you. So, yeah, 1910. Yeah, it's a really old one. So the next one I wanted to show you, recent painting, is called In the Right Place. And this was so much fun. I did this piece for a show. Well, I did this piece as part of a wonderful, a wonderful class that I got to take, an oil painting workshop from Bradford Salomon. And then the model is Christine Shoemaker. So she's an art star. She's a amazing person, wonderful Los Angeles curator and artist and performance artist and multidisciplinary visual artist. And anyway, she decided her work is all about body image and self-acceptance. And so I got to be part of a group that got to do paintings with her as the model. So my piece really was about kind of applying the idea of finding the right place for you, or this character in my painting, finding the right place for herself. So the idea of the literal place in the landscape and expressed with these collage pieces of a map as a metaphor for self-acceptance. And you can see she's, you know, closing her eyes, relaxing, praying, or meditating, and she's being lit up by herself in a sense. There's a lot of glowing hot pink in this one, and you can see the hot pink frame that I chose, and so it's like she's lighting herself up like the neon sign. And this has a lot of local Los Angeles references in it too. Here's the Hollywood sign here, and a lot of places in there specific to LA. So I wanted to show you that piece. I started with a lot of collaging and sculptural work, getting my hands really dirty with the modeling paste before I did any painting on it. So, oh, hi, Patty. Yes, this was part of Perceive Me. Thank you so much. Yes, it was just then after taking the class and the experience with getting to paint with Christine as the model that I was saying, we got to be part of, we got to be kind of like grafted in a temporary part of Perceive Me in Los Angeles, a show that Christine, the artist, has been doing for about 4 years now. And so that was just such an honor to be with those other artists there. So thank you so much. Yeah, so Julie, you're saying you like the hot pink with the earthy colors? Thank you. I really like to do that. I don't know why. It's just like when I try to describe my palette, I always say earthy colors, but with these pops, you know, or these jewel tones that kind of jump in. So the next one I wanted to show you is called To the Fullness, and it's right behind us as well. And it's this piece over here. Let's see here. And I'm not going to take it off. I'm just gonna talk about it. I just sold it yesterday in this Black Friday sale to wonderful collector in the pre-sale for collectors. So if you're not on my email list, put your, send me a message or put your name in the chat. Let me know if you want me to sign you up so you'll get the messages. Anyway, I don't think Amanda is on, but I just thank you so much for purchasing that piece, and I'm very excited. So it's called To the Fullness, and it's on a map of the Middle East. So I started with a 3D topographical relief map, as I did with many of these pieces that I've been doing recently, and then I did some, and then I selected a figure, and the model was a coworker of mine who I worked with, who agreed to be my model, and so I painted her. And so the places that became her hair here are the mountains of Iran, and this is Baghdad on her cheek. You can see the. Actually, I'm going to bring it to you. There's a heater. But anyway, so I'm just going to bring it closer to you in case you can see. I never know how many details you can see in these. But you can definitely see the texture. And I really enjoyed creating this kind of almost like, I don't know, just working really with her expression. And I ended up feeling like it was expressing a sense of fullness, a sense of becoming ripe. it was this, and that's the reason that I included this, sorry, I'm forgetting the word. The fig that's right there, symbolizing sort of like, I guess, the specialness that I associate with the Middle East. And I just ended up feeling like maybe in some way it was right before the things that are happening right now in Iran with Masa Amini and the movement that has started. But I just felt like it related to freedom in some way, but also something that has coming to fruition, and that she's looking at us lovingly, and that she's reached some important place. Any questions about that one? Thank you. Thank you, Julie. So I guess it's, so you could see some of the details then when I brought it up close. That's nice. I do have prints of that one, by the way, if anyone is interested. And then the next one I want to show you is an original called Determined, and it's this one right here. And I just love this piece so much. It actually has many different meanings, but it went back to the name Determined after I had called it something else for a while. So this is a highly textured 3D raised relief map that I painted on here, and I'm going to flip it over because I don't know if you can tell, but I started with a map of the world. So it's a world map under there, and his eye right here is on Mount Everest, yes. His eye is on Mount Everest right here. And so there's India, and here's Africa, and it's in this case I really felt like the selection of the person and the place on the map and the sculpture in the map really came together. I felt like the idea that his eye was on Mount Everest became the theme of the piece for me. Thinking about how he, the character that I'm portraying, is determined and has accomplished so much and overcome so much, and that he, and then I also have a whole nother set of themes that I personally see in this piece around, like the Garden of Eden is a theme that I revisit in my art, and that I will probably do more of. And so, in a way, I see him as an Adam figure, or an original man, and just someone who's contemplating in the way that we humans do, in the textured garden in the cool of the evening. So, do you have any questions about this one, or want to tell me what you see in it? Oh, thanks, Patty. His expression is inspiring. And I love that it's on a global map. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much. So this one, and so if you're following on in the list at all, that one is number 5, Determined, and this one is called Homeland Glow, and both of these are usually 620, but right now with this 40% off sale that you get automatically. It's only $3.72. Julie, thank you. You're talking about the other piece. His golden brown eyes, I know. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I see a lot in that other one of like grass, like tall grass and the texture and things like that, like almost like a crown, you know, or like a, yeah. And so this one's called Homeland Glow, and this one is also just like the first one that I showed, Rise. It's on a map of Death Valley, and she is, in my view, she's resting, or she, you know, remembering, or meditating, or praying, but she's clearly satisfied, peaceful, and so in my mind, you know, she's either, I started associating her with someone who's been on a journey, and she's either reached a place that she feels at home, or she's returned to her home after traveling, and so yeah. What do you see in it? Do you see? Anyone want to share what they see in this piece? I kind of used more purple and pink and blue in this piece than I usually do. But yeah, so it's quite three-dimensional. You can see it's really so. Oh, so Julie, your question, what color? Oh, the color on her skin. Yeah, so I really, I painted her face completely in oils, and the two colors I use the most, that I would say are both kind of on the top, are gold, and I think it's Gamblin. It makes a gold oil paint. I think it's Gamblin. And then the other one is that Holbein, what's it called? That hot pink oil paint. Quinacridone red, quinacridone magenta. And so that I also used, so that's probably the main color, Julie, that you see, like, and on her cheeks, and yeah, and I wanted to, you know, create a sense that she's glowing, and there's the feeling of, you know, she's a jewel, you know, and I think about that, jewels and things like that a lot, and I think of her as being a jewel to the creator too. But yeah, so that's Homeland Glow. And then the next piece I wanted to, oh, thank you, Anne-Marie. Okay, got to go take care of the kids. Bye, Anne, thank you. So the next one I wanted to show you is so the next one is a print of In the Stream, and I just wanted to show what some of the options I have for prints on my site look like. And so one of them is this metal print. So this is a print of In the Stream. So it's printed with archival inks on metal, and it tends to give like a sense of depth and to the surface, and, you know, gives a lot of clarity to the image. This size is a 12 by 16 here, and then the an option I have on my site for the metal prints is framing. Although this one has, I have to move I put the wire in the wrong place, but so it's that it can come to you with a metal backing framed and with a wire and all ready to hang. So that's one of the options I have on my site that I wanted to show you. I also have canvas prints, like this one. Put a frame on it, but this is the high quality canvas Giclée prints that I have. And by the way, this one is you're not going to be able to see it, but it has a sheen on it. Oh, thank you. Hi, Sarah. Thanks for joining. You're talking about this one, Sarah, that you like? Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, so this one, I had it printed for no extra charge. You can get it with this metallic sheen on it. So it's just kind of neat, I think, because the colors any colors that would normally be gray, they kind of, when you see them in the light, they kind of turn out silvery, and the whites too. So yeah. Yeah, so on my site, you know, that one too, Rise, is available as a metal print like this, and also I have acrylic and canvas in every size, and paper, and yeah, no, I'm so glad you're here, Sarah. So Sarah, just because you're coming now, I want to say that I'm following along a link that you can go to if you want. It's arellatomlinsonart.com, because it tells you what I'm talking about with a picture, and also everything I'm showing today is for sale, and it's oh, sorry about that. And it's 40% off for my Black Friday sale until the 19th. So yeah. So the next one I wanted to show you, I actually don't have I don't have a physical version of it. I wonder if I can get it. But I just wanted to share with you that I have these puzzles, jigsaw puzzles, available on my site. And on this page, I put one of Rise here that you can see. And I got a different puzzle sample, and I really liked it a lot. And I really thought that this box, which is black box that it comes in, was really beautiful, and it's partially shiny, and I just thought that it's something that would make a really nice gift. Hi, Sky. So if you really like Rise, but and you're interested in something for yourself or a gift for someone on your list that could be of interest. If you don't see Sky, I'm following along. Thanks, Sarah. Sky, I'm on a page on my website, arellatomlinsonart.com, and and then if you go in the menu to Live Art Show, that's where I'm following along on this special collection that I made for today. And everything's for sale too, 40% off for Black Friday up until the 19th. So I was just saying, the puzzle that I was showing is normally $63. Might seem a lot for a puzzle, but it's my art, you know, it's fine art puzzle, and it's very high quality. But today you can get it for $38. So you can just buy now and order one if you want. And then the next thing I wanted to show you is that I have fine art mugs with my paintings on them, and this one has the same painting, Rise, that I've shown you a couple times. This is a sample that I had it turned the wrong way, so she's flipped. But anyway, I still love it. It's very nice quality, and it's a 15-ounce mug. And so this one, which is usually 26, is 16 today. And the reason for that too is all of these prices for this special collection for the show, they include shipping. So that's just, you know, that's including the shipping. So 16 for the mugs. And I have lots of other all of my other paintings actually can go on the mugs. So yeah, and then the one that's number 10 and last, almost last, that I wanted to show you is I don't have a sample of this one in front of me either. I couldn't find it, but it's I do totes too. So I collaborate with a printer to make these, and this one has a drawing of lions cuddling, and I just find it so sweet and charming, and I called it a mighty piece. And yeah, so that is only 17 today, including the shipping, and I do totes with lots of other patterns on them too. I have some abstract ones too. If you did go to the page and you see what I'm talking about, there's some links at the bottom that lead you to the rest of my site. This is just a selection, but there's a lot more under originals and prints and gifts that you could check out. And then I don't have it on here, but I'll call it number 11. And it's a print of my piece called The Message at Dawn. And so it's number 11 on here. It's the same price as the number 1, Rise, so today it's $65 for this print. And it's very nice and on the styrene backing. And I would sign the first one. And I want to show you the original, and I'm very excited because this sold yesterday too in the collector's pre-sale. And so I don't have the original anymore. I'm about to ship this off, but I'm really gonna miss this piece. Julie's on, and we've done a whole art program together pretty recently, and so this was such a fond experience and something I want to do a lot more paintings of is trees. I'm just really fascinated by them. This one is called Message at Dawn, and it was a tree, one of those trees that is, gosh, I think they're about 5,000 years old. And this one in the California White Mountains. And, but I envisioned it as kind of like a different version of like the burning bush in the Bible. In this case, like a burning tree, a tree that is really moving and catching your eye, and it took on all these meanings to me related to the biblical story of Moses. And so even before I started in the underpainting, I wrote the verse of some verse of Exodus in there, where Moses is seeing and talking to God in the burning bush. And so I just really like this piece a lot. So I know it's going to be really enjoyed by its new owner, who I'm so thankful to. Yeah. Thank you, Sarah. Oh, thank you, Julie. Yeah, I'm really, really excited for her to get that piece too. So yeah, and then but I'll continue to offer prints of that, and I actually have puzzles of that, and those are nice too for that one. So also somewhere else on my site I have coasters. So what else? Oh, I have one more thing. I also have pillows. So yeah, this is an image of a vintage photograph of my grandmother that I made into an image, and there's a nice pillow for the couch. So that is all I wanted to show you guys. Do you have any questions before I give the before I ask you who wants to win the print? Okay, so yeah, I just want to know, let me know in the chat if you're interested in winning this. And I think what I will do is I'll go ahead and select one of you randomly after this is over and then let you know who won the print. So yeah, just put in the chat if you want to be in the giveaway for this print. Yeah, Sarah, gosh, I forget the number of the verse that was that's underneath the snow and showing through. But I wonder if I can read it. You can see a lot of the words of it. But it's when he first sees it. I can find out. Yeah, that's a good question. Thank you, Sarah. Oh yeah, that's true, Julie. I think I will. I think I'll include everybody who joined in the giveaway. So, okay, Sky, hi. Thanks. Oh, thanks, Sarah. Well, anyone have any more questions? Okay, thank you so much for joining, you guys. I really appreciate it. Thanks for coming to hear my stories and looking and asking questions. And yeah, I just hope you guys have a wonderful time. And if you didn't get to, oh, and Patty, you have a question first. Oh, thank you, Patty. Thank you so much. I found this at a vintage antique store nearby. So anyone who didn't get to check out my Black Friday sale, it's now 40% off everything automatically. You don't have to put in a code, and it's until the 19th. So thank you guys so much, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. Bye. Thanks, Julie. Thank you so much for coming, guys. I'll see you later. Awesome. Thanks, Sarah. Okay, talk to you guys later. Bye.